happened was we got kicked out of Calliope.
How'd you get kicked out of Calliope?
Why?
Would you like me to tell the story?
Tell the story.
Tell the story.
So we're recording, I forgot, we were recording maybe Slave or something, and Havoc came to visit us in the studio.
You said Havoc.
Havoc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mob Deep Havoc.
Because Havoc is on You the Man. So he had came to the studio to visit us. And the guy who owned Calliope, his name was Chris. He lived in Jersey. He left the studio to go home because, again, we recorded 12 midnight to 6 a.m. Havoc somehow tripped the alarm, right? Chris had to come back home from his house all the way back to Manhattan to 30th Street, and he was mad. So he was like, you guys tripped the alarm. You guys were doing something you wasn't supposed to do. You guys are banned from my studio. Get out. Blah, blah, blah. So E's the boisterous brother. Fuck you. I don't want to come back here any goddamn way. And then we just left.
Yeah, I took all my 2-inch tapes and left. Like, yo, we out of here.
Damn.
Come on, guys.
The funny thing is, so that morning, I'm walking. I have the 2-inch tapes. I'm taking them to Nervous Records. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not taking them home.
Right.
So I'm taking them to Nervous Records. I turned Nervous Records was in Times Square at the time. Nervous Records was on Broadway between 43rd and 44th, right across from MTV. So I'm walking to Nervous Records. I turn the corner of Broadway. Who do I bump into? Premier.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, so Premier's like, yo, you know, what's up with that album? How's it going? And I'm like, yo, man, we just got kicked out of Calliope, blah, 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 blah. And Premier says to me, look, I'm at this studio. I'm the only hip-hop dude there. Come by and, yo, check it out. You might like it. You can record there. We'd be the only hip-hop dudes there working. And I was like, bet. So Premier, this is exactly what he says to me. My session starts at 12. I'll be there around 3-4. So come through. And I was like, all right. And I went and checked out D&D. Premier showed me his room, which was Studio B. And I was like, yo, this is dope. And then Dave from D&D takes me to Studio A.
Mm-hmm.
And when I walked into Studio A, I was like, yo, this is it. Like Studio A it sounded like my basement. And I turned around and looked at the outboard gear. I seen they had enough outboard gear in there. And I was like, yo, this is it. And what was the first session we did, Walt? What?
Maybe I got you open.
Yeah, I got you open.
I think I got you open.
Yeah, it was the first session we did there. And once we did the session there, we never left.
Wow.
We never left. And it was like, and the thing about D&D is D&D had the sound. Like that MCI board. They had an MCI tape machine.
That was an MCI?
And yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it sounded nice and warm in there. Like, we went to Battery. Battery was nice, but it was too clean for what we was
too pristine.
Doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like D&D fit us right. Now let me explain the bathroom thing.
Mm-hmm.
The bathroom you went to was not the real bathroom.
Ooh.
The real bathroom was in the office.
That was clean.
That bathroom you went to
bathroom.
was the bullshit bathroom. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, at the end of the day, D&D, we went to D&D and we just fell in love. And I'm the nerd geek nerd when it comes to like recording, and I'm the dude that use the pull tech, like that's me. Walt is just I know Walt's knowledge of records, like, and I tell people this all the time, Walt's knowledge of records, you're not going to find nobody that knows more about records than Walt.
I agree.
If you go to Walt and say, yo, I need a record with a drum that sounds like this. Walt, 9 out of 10, will pick out 3 records and go, yo, check these out.
Wow.
See,
You know?
E is the nerd of Beatminerz, and I'm the record guy. That's why my camera ain't fucking working because he's the nerd.
Like, and even with D&D, like the thing with D&D was I learned how to engineer at D&D.
Okay.
Like, I learned the patch bay. I learned what mic to use. I learned, like, D&D is what taught me. The way I record today is what I learned at D&D. And, you know, because during those sessions, I was watching everything. Like, and as a matter of fact, Who Got the Props was recorded at Such a Sound studio with Slow-Mo Sonnenfeld was the engineer. What happened was me and Slow-Mo got into a big argument because I was telling him how I want the record to sound. And Slow-Mo goes, oh, you think you know everything? You mix the record. The mix you hear on that record is the mix that I did.
Aha. He wanted to clean it up.
Now he wanted to clean up and he wanted it to sound like he was like, you gotta make the drums sound like this. That drum loop, you need a drum machine. And I'm like, no, you don't. I know what I'm doing here. And it you know, and that session was so bananas. It got to the point, I think Walt came and something was said. Walt was like, yo, I'm out before I kill somebody. Like, that session was so bananas. Like, I mixed that and I mixed the B-side Fuck It Up. Because it was like, yo, I knew what sound we was looking for, you know? And like after that, I was like, you know what? We need to go. When we went to Calliope, because Calliope was cheap. And Calliope was the studio that everybody was. They had like a special package from midnight to 6 a.m. I think we was getting the room for what, $25 an hour, Walt?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why.
What was it on peak? What was it peak hours?
It was like, what, 60, 80, maybe 100?
And you're saying that D&D was, quote, the non-hip-hop spot. What were they doing before you guys turned it into hip-hop's home?
Freestyle music and...
Yeah, dance to freestyle.
And they did the Fat Boys actually was like, I think the first dudes that recorded there, the hip-hop dudes. They recorded like 1 or 2 records there. But they did a lot of freestyle stuff. They did like a couple reggae records, but they was known for like dance.
So Stevie
records.
B and
Right.
Latin Rascals type shit.
Yeah.
One time we was in the studio and Noel was there.
Silent Morning Noel?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him like, what are you doing here? Like,
nice.
But yeah, that's what they was doing dance music.
One thing about D&D, you will meet anybody in D&D. Like, people you wouldn't even think that would be there. Every Saturday, if we would record on a Saturday, Tashina Arnold would be in there doing her demo.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh.